What's going on YouTube? This is Dave's Daily Trades, where I bring you daily AMC technical analysis, price predictions, and of course the latest and greatest news. If you would all be so kind enough to hit that like button and subscribe, I'd be greatly appreciative. All right, so before we get into today's video, there are a few shout outs I want to do. First shout out goes to Cookie Monster, aka Carson. Thanks for your support. And the second one is Norm, who has really been here for some time, always commenting. So I really appreciate that. And his username is on parent. So great, guys. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. And of course, guys, if you are still holding AMC through all of these ups and downs that we've seen the past couple of weeks, especially since all of us are very, very profitable at this point, leave a comment saying that you're still holding AMC so other people in the community can be absolutely bullish and will not be afraid going into Monday. And also throw up those diamond hands, guys. I love to see it. All right. So for today's video, there are a few things that I'm going to be looking into. So one is going to be dark pools. Second is going to be the psychological warfare and what is really going on. The most important thing, in my opinion, is OBV, which is on balance volume, which I have on the chart right now. And of course, some problems that are going on for the hedge funds that are short AMC and GME because of all the media news. We're going to take a look back at the '08 financial crisis, what really triggered that event, and what brought justice, as we call it, I guess you could say, but it's not really justice. We'll jump into that as well. And then, of course, what's going to happen next week, and really the two options of what's going to happen with AMC and GME. All right, so without further ado, we'll jump into some of this. So, of course, guys, as you can see, and I'm going to dive into this a little later, I do have OBV pulled up on the larger side here. So, of course, this is on balance volume. And as we can see, guys, when we were at the peak, the first peak of that mini squeeze at right around $20, we were at an OBV of 2.56 billion. Now, when we had that first run up to $72.76, we were at right around 5 billion, and we're really close to 5 billion now, right around 4.93. And of course, it doesn't add up, guys. And of course, we can look at GME, we can look at other stocks, which we will in today's video, and just show that this is out of whack. And the price that we're seeing, $46, $47, that's not the real price, guys. So we're going to dig into all of this information today, and definitely stay tuned because this is an interesting one. Also, guys, I'd really appreciate if you guys could share this video because I believe everyone in the AMC community really needs to see this. And of course, guys, I feel like there's just been a lot of two sides to the story, a lot of fighting, arguing, bitching, complaining, you name it. So really trying to bring back this community, seal it back together because all of this stuff needs to stop, guys. The evidence, the DDs, they're all there. We all know that AMC is going to moon, and it's just a matter of time. So just be patient, take a chill pill, calm yourself down, and just believe in the DD that we've all been doing. So, of course, the shady dark pool. So a few things on the dark pool. So guys, this is something that me, you, and every other retail trader does not have access to. This is behind the scenes. And of course, yes, there is some public data that is released about the dark pools. But guys, let's be honest, if they can manipulate the price, if they can hide all of these failure to delivers, if they can do so much of this bullshit, they can do the same thing with the dark pool. Of course, the reporting metrics that come out, sure, they look somewhat accurate, but guys, it's just what meets the eyes. Of course, a lot of this stuff is hidden, so I would take almost all the data that comes out, especially the public data, with a grain of salt, because there is so much manipulation that you can do behind the scenes to throw off this data. So it's not going to leave us with clear data and insights and predictions of what may happen because of this data. So that's really all I want to go into there. And of course, with all of this manipulation and with all of this volume going through the dark pools, to sum up this paragraph right here, guys, it's really manipulated data. The price that we're seeing, $46, absolutely not the price. And of course, there are many reasons why I believe this, not just because of the dark pools. And we'll kind of dive into this throughout the video. So really, guys, I know a lot of people are saying, well, the price isn't $1,000, the price isn't $2,000. But guys, this is the true price that we're seeing is not the true price. It's because of all of the unreported, dark pool data that's been going on in all the trades that are actually probably not even going through. All right, so part two. And also, guys, who watched the McGregor fight last night? I know that I was a big McGregor fan. I was rooting for him, but he broke his ankle too. And that was not pretty. It looked very ugly. So in this section right here, we're really talking about magicians, wizards, all this magical stuff here. And guys, let's be honest here. Like I said before, it's not the real price. And there is just so many people, everyone and their mothers, that are talking about AMC and GME. So guys, my boss is talking about it. My cousins are talking about it. Friends that have never invested into the stock market are talking about it. It's all over the media. It is literally everywhere, guys. So it's about time that this really catches up. And that's exactly what happened in the 2008 financial crisis. So, of course, like I said, we believe that AMC and GME, the observed price, the current ticker price, is not real. It's been manipulated for some time now, literally probably since before even January. They have created some of the most complex algorithms to really go through this and to make sure that the true value is actually not seen. And that's exactly what's been going on now. However, guys, the apes, there was an actual, a really good DD that uncovered exactly how they're doing all of this and really suppressing the price, making sure that that true perceived value is actually never seen. And it's absolutely crazy that they're still calling us dumb money at this point, guys. I think some of these people on Reddit, on Discord, are some of the freaking smartest people I've ever met. And of course, not met in person, but e-meet. You guys know what I mean. So the last paragraph here for the shady dark pool. And this is where things start to get interesting. So pretty much a lot of psychological warfare going on behind the scenes with all this price drops, price rises, and of course, AMC and GME have both been so volatile. And I would argue that AMC has actually been the most volatile stock right now over GME, because GME's been floating right around that $200 range, where AMC's been, at $12, at $72, back down to $38, back up to $60. It's absolutely crazy. So when you're in this scenario as hedge funds, and that's what we're going to put ourselves in. We're going to put ourselves in the seats of hedge funds, where you've been doing everything that you can. They're on this Reddit board. They're seeing all these posts. They know that we know all of the shit that they've been trying to hide for so long. So what do you do? What do you do if you're them? So you got your algo running, bunch of shit, keeping the price we see all logical and believable to the rest of us, the dumb money that we are. And while the only thing I'm really manipulating is the price you see, I would bring in all of my peoples working around Andrew Money, and by that I mean Silicon Valley, and I would mask the shit out of the price for as long as I could. GME trading at about 190, 130 right now, and all of the buying and holding, AMC at 46.23. I'm calling all the bullshit, and it is 100% bullshit, guys. And of course, there actually are some Reddit articles that I'm going to jump into a little later that actually shows GME right now, the true price could be anywhere, just looking at OBV, anywhere from $900 to $1,000, and AMC upwards of $300, $400, $500 right now. So the price is being suppressed. A lot of evidence is supporting that, and we're going to go into the OBV. So before I get into this, I really want to take a look at what this is on Investopedia. OBV was actually never an indicator that I've ever followed in about my 5 years of investing. It's just something that really I never thought was important, but now digging into all of this stuff, it is super important. So because I was really not 100% exactly what this tracks and how it tracks, we're going to just cover this real quick. Of course, this is Investopedia. I'll link the article in the description. So definitely take a read if you guys are still confused about that. So on balance volume, OBV is a technical indicator of momentum, using volume changes to make predictions. OBV shows crowd sentiment that can predict a bullish or bearish outcome. Comparing relative action between price bars and OBV generates more actionable signals than the green or red volumes commonly found at the bottom of price charts. So we'll take a look at this, guys. So, of course, as we see here, OBV was, and this was going back to the first, or February 6th there, where OBV was literally negative, which don't ask me how that is even possible. But we start getting this increase here, And this is where we absolutely took off, where we were at 175 million and went all the way up to 2.46 billion. So this little increase right here shows a lot of volume pouring into AMC, which is, when we look at these candles, guys, absolutely lots and lots of volume. But as we can see here, guys, we were at 2.58 billion, call it. Maybe I'll just call it 2.6 to call it even. And we were at right around $20. But look what happened here. This is flat over here, but we go from $20 all the way back down to literally $5 at the low point. So how does that add up? If volume is staying constant here, how do we go from $20 all the way to $5, where this is literally flat? I could see this drop maybe to 18, even call it $15, but no way it goes down to $5 from this little drop here. Anyways, guys, we see another massive run up all the way to $72.62. And this is when OBV was at right around 5 billion. Right now, we're at 4.92 or 4.88 rather, sorry. And we are trading at $46.19 as of the close on Friday. So that doesn't add up if we're like literally very close to where we were when we hit this high here. OBV has stayed the same, if almost, honestly, the average almost has increased since that time. So how the hell are we still at $46? So we'll take a look, into right here. This article on OBV. This is super, super interesting. And of course, this right here is for for GME rather, on Superstonk. But of course, AMC and GME relate so much. So we're going to take a look at all the other tickers and how OBV relates. So right here we have AMD, OBV on the bottom, actual price on top. Guys, look at it. It's literally symmetrical. It moves very, very similar. And guys, all these stocks, this is Apple. This is, I don't even know, Alpha, something like that. This is Chewy, MVIS, PLTR, Plantier. One of my favorite stocks, by the way, other than AMC and GME. SNDL. So guys, this is literally the same. But look at GME. We have this massive rise, massive dip, but look at OBV. Stays the same. We have the rise, massive drop, but guess what? On this drop, OBV actually continued to rise. And look at, when we hit, I think this was right around 350 for GME, OBV stays the same. Literally, yeah, sure, a little decrease, but guys, that does not account for this massive, massive dip here. Same thing with AMC. We just looked at that. So guys, it's absolutely ridiculous, and they have AMC right here. It just doesn't make sense. Absolutely does not make sense. We'll go back to this article here. And guys, it's bullshit. There's so many screenshots that show regular tickers where the OBV actually makes some logical sense. For AMC and GME, there's no logical sense in all of that, guys. So, of course, we know this. The media knows this. And the media is actually starting to talk about this, guys. And even, guys, I've talked about this in other videos where, look at this. All of these meme stocks, look at the, I forget exactly what this is called. The spark line. There we go. The spark line for all of these stocks. Literally, sure, different values of change, but literally this same exact spark line. And this is not just the first time that we've seen this. This has been happening for months on end, literally since January. Of course, not every day, but there are a lot of days where this looks exactly the same. And even the entire market is starting to look exactly the same. Of course, short margin requirement for AMC is 800%, GME 800%, and then a stock like Tesla, which still had a higher SI percentage, is at around 40%. Of course, guys, I've been posting this for a while. Most popular stocks, AMC, GME. If you look at Fidelity, if you look at Webull, it's absolutely insane. And of course, AMC is now in the Russell 2000 ETF. So that is absolutely great. But guys, we run into some problems there. Well, not us. Hedge funds are running into some severe problems because now we have Charles, who has been talking on the media so much about AMC, bringing on Trades, Matt Kors, Tara the Bull, Andrew Mo Money. Guys, everyone is talking about this. And I know a lot of people absolutely hate Main Street media, but guys, the biggest thing is most of retail is actually watching that. So the fact that we're on there speaking our opinions about what's going on, getting more and more people onto our movement, that's absolutely bullish no matter which way you look at it. So that's absolutely great. But my biggest point to that is, guys, all eyes are on AMC and GME right now. Everyone's talking about it. The media, retail, even Wall Street. There's so many articles, regardless of if they're bearish, bullish, they talk a bunch of hype or they talk a bunch of bullshit. Guys, word is out. Everyone knows about it and everyone is following this. So here's the thing. We know that this price is an illusion. If everyone is talking about this, the media and everyone I just named, guys, this is literally the biggest illusion known to mankind right now, where we're sitting and looking at a stock price of $46, but this is somewhere upwards of 500, 600, who even knows at this point? So this is literally the biggest illusion ever going on right now. And they can't suppress this for too much longer because, guys, there's so many people on just Reddit alone who know all of this stuff. It's starting to get out into the media. So, guys, they have a giant problem going on. And really, before we get into my theory, we're going to look at the 2008 financial crisis and what happened. So, 2008 financial crisis. Everybody got bailed out here. The banks, the people who created that, all of that bullshit, they all got bailed out. They all made it okay. And I believe it was only like 1 or 2 people that actually served jail time, which was ridiculous. But what happened before that? Everyone was talking about it, just like what's going on right now. But what happened is all of the banks behind the scenes had to make some massive, massive deals. And guys, just for the stimulus checks to be passed, do you know how many months that took just to come up with deals? It was ridiculous. So we're talking about, sending out $1,000, $2,000 checks to people. That took months. To make deals on this next financial crisis is absolutely going to take so much time. And I think that's what's going on right now. So pretty much, I think right now there's a lot of behind the doors meetings, closed door meetings, private conversations going on to really make sure that this does not blow up and literally destroy the financial markets right now. So, like we've all been saying, this is so connected. There are so many people connected to, in some way or some shape or form, are connected to these short positions. So they have to make sure and cover their asses so that they're not drowning in billions or trillions of dollars of debt. So everyone right now is going crazy making deals. And I think there's 2 real pieces to the pie here. So obviously this is so bad. And the 2 things that can happen, and of course, I'll link this article here. I know I really didn't read much of this, but I'll link this. Definitely read through this article because this will clear up some of the things that I kind of skipped over. But anyways, 2 options here. So 1, they call this a technical error. Throw it under the bus. It is what it is. AMC goes absolutely crazy. And we see, $1,000, $5,000 for AMC. We all make out very good, but no justice is made. So that is one option. I think they're going back and forth between this. Or 2, like I was just saying, deals are being made right now and actually have been in talks for some time right now. So what they're going to try to do is, obviously the squeeze is inevitable at this point. It's going to happen. But what I think they're going to be able to do is actually manage this squeeze. So of course, we're talking about setting floors at $500,000. And for GME, guys, that thing is going to go absolutely insane. But if they control the squeeze, they push this to, let's say, $1,000 or $5,000 a share. Yeah, of course, we make out. I know there are some people who, of course, are going to take profits on that. And that's just what it is. But of course, us OG apes, the diamond hands, the day ones who have been here literally since December or January, we're not leaving until there's justice made. And of course, guys, until they cover these short positions, it's not going to happen. We're not going away until they cover these short positions. And that is when the mother of all short squeezes is going to happen. So right now, they got 2 options on the table. They're going to say, you know what? Let's just have a controlled squeeze. Let's push this price up. And we could even see that as early as this week coming up. Or 2, if we don't see this price just go absolutely parabolic into the hundreds or thousands, we're going to see a little bit more delay in the price. We're going to see flat trading. And then, of course, they're going to have this controlled squeeze where they try to get the price up to somewhere about $1,000, maybe even 2 to 3. People are going to take profits. They're going to say, okay, it's over, and try to throw this under the bus again. But that's a dangerous game because everyone knows what's going to happen. And I do want to direct you guys here over back to Super Stomp. And this pretty much just shows, of course, the Robinhood class action SI report, all this data, but they're saying that they have been hiding the short interest percentage through deep in the money calls and SI percent. Ready for this, guys? Minimum of 226.42%. And to put this into perspective, the Volkswagen squeeze of 2008, short I percentage was at, I believe, somewhere around 11%. So if we're talking, and this is for GME, 226.42%, I'm sure AMC is somewhere close to that number, but not quite 226%. That kind of just proves your theory right there of 500,000, absolutely possible, guys. And especially since Volkswagen went from $200 to right around $20,000 per share, and that was only 11%, guys. Think about what 226% could actually do. And of course, they've been adding to the short positions. Of course, Ortex, it's not going to show exactly this, but guys, I bet they're adding drastically to this position to synthetically drop that price down. So guys, if they delay this anymore, they're going to get into the 300%. And who knows what's going to happen then, what the price could actually be. So guys, I know everyone's getting a little bored. We've had this sideways action for, or actually going on close to a month now. It's not the funnest, but guys, all good things are going to take time. So guys, you diamond hands, continue to hold the line. Things are coming together. Things are looking really good for us. So many new rules and regulations and DDs coming out that are convincing everyone, new apes, old apes, to stay in this game and to hold until the end. Things are going to be absolutely amazing for us, and I hope to see you on the other end. All right, guys, that's all that I'm going to post for today's video. If you did like this video, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Also, drop a comment if you guys are still holding. I will catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful week, and tune in for the weekly updates. All right, peace out, everyone.